Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down, four down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Trubisky will throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That play reminds
Backer. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Come on now, let's go!
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that.
Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Alert.
On third down, Trubisky. And got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 2. And at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down and 10 yards to go.
180. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel there to make. The grab, and the Bears have taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now. It's Jones, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and inches.
No. 18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Green Bay.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
No. Green 18. Check 59. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Undercrunch. Check. Green 18.
The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and play action. Now it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Ryan Grant there to make the grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Watch right, watch right.
On first down, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Back one.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Get 300. Get 300.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 35 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's Trubisky. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Now this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. Cohen. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got nothing.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, now Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams Just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on second down. Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Inside.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Go.
Check. 59.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. Give him 8 on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No. 318. Get 300. Back.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st down, Packers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the air.
Over.
Jones. And an alley to run. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big run there by Jones. 45 yards on the ground.
And a Packer 1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill, 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 kill. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. For the 50. Check, check, 59. You ain't doing nothing today.
On play action, Rodgers rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also... And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. A little jet sweep to start the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Irvin to return. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
26.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Trubisky now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. The 20. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky going for it all. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
180.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Trubisky will throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
That's the score. Packers 34, Bears 26.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Look at him. We got 4. Look at him.
Again, it's Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side.